So I hope the screen is visible to you all. Because let me know. Okay, thank you. So
Yes, sir.
okay, thank you all. So this is for the Python. So we are in coming 5 days. We are going to explore basic Python for data science. So this is the basic agenda what we will going to cover in next 5 days. So today we just go through the introduction to Python. Then we will do our first coding in Python. Then in day two agenda, we will cover variables in Python and very important data types in Python. So as a day three agenda, we will going to cover Python tokens. So that is very, very important. Matlab, all the topics that are in this course are truly very important. So in Python tokens, we will going to learn what is operators, what are identifiers, what are keywords, what are literals. Since then, day four agenda, we will cover data structures in Python. So what are the data structure in Pythons? And we are not only covering the data structure in Python, we will also explore some of the methods, or you can say that we will going to play with the data structure in Python. How can we find the value? How can we duplicate value? How can we fetch value from particular index value? That we will cover uh, on day four. Then at last we will cover indentation. So very important topic in the one. How do we do indentation in Python? And the last one is what are the conditional logic and our Q&A session at the day 5. Okay. So we are going to cover introduction to Python. So I hope this PPT is visible to you all.
Yes, sir.
Great. So I always start with my PPTs or class with a very positive thoughts. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Mother, you have to believe in your futures. Or in other words, you have the clarity about your futures. So if you are not clear ki why you are learning Python, why you are learning R, why you are learning advanced Excel, or why you are learning data science course, then it is not going to be any benefit for you. So I think all of you should be very clear about why we are going to learn these topics, why we are learning Python. So the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Matlab your goal should be clear in your mind. Now, what is Python? So Python was first introduced by Ludovic Rossum, and it was first launched in the year 1991. So, for one more thing, Python is a very easy language as compared to other programming languages such as Java, C, C++, or you can say that R. So Python is somehow easy to learn, easy to grasp, and very important if you want to make your career in the field, especially in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So Python is greatly going data science, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So Python is greatly going to help you. So also Python is high level language interpreter. Matlab it runs our code line by line. It is readability. Matlab anyone can easily understand the codes written in the Python, and also the codes are very simple in language. We will cover from our coming lectures. So why learn Python? Because it is versatile. Versatile means the application of Python is wide. Matlab data science, artificial intelligence, scientific computing, web development, environment, or remote sensing. I think you have some of you know about remote sensing, DRDO, NASA. Everyone is using Python programming for their day-to-day activities. Also, Python is beginner friendly, and Python has a large community support. So next, coming to the features of Python. So Python is very readable and maintainable code. It means simply we can say that the codes that are written in Python are simply when you go through the codes of Python, it looks like someone is written some basic English language. So it is very easy to grasp and very easy to learn. Interpreted language, matlab Python language, not like C. It in previously in the C or C++ language, when you wrote all your code, it will go through all your code simultaneously, not line by line, but Python is executed line by line, which makes very easy to learn. Matlab, if you means ki, suppose that if you write 10 lines of code, you will easily get to know where the code is wrong in line 5, line 6, line 7, line 8. The Python error will automatically highlighted the line that you have to need correction. Yeah, or there is an error in the line 5 of that particular code that you have written. Extensive library support. So in Python, there is extensive library support. For example, Matplot, Panda, Skytik, Tensor. So these are the very important library if you want to make your career, especially in the field of data science or artificial intelligence and machine learning. NumPy, Panda, NumPy is basically for numerical. Matplot is basically used for making the graph. And also Python is operatable in Windows, Macs, or any other operating software. So this is similar to previous slide. Data science and applications of Python. So this is the previously we have go through the features of Python. So what is the application of Python? So why I am going to showing this slide to make to generate curiosity to all of you. See, the language which we are going to cover from today and next 5 days. So why you are going to learn this language and what is the benefit of learning Python and what is the salary that will you expect after learning Python or doing some of the project in Python? At least you have to do 10 projects on Python to start with a beginner job. Application of libraries as I go through, the libraries like Panda, NumPy, SciPy, TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, Keras, PyTorch are extensively used in the field of machine learning and deep learning. So if someone want to make their career in the field of web development, then he or she can use the library like Django, Flask, Make. These are some of the libraries that is used for the web development. And if someone want to make their career by using Python in the field of game development, then he or she will have to use the library like Pygame, which is basically for developing the simple games or simple projects. Scientific computer. So basically DRDO, NASA, or so many recognized institutions, scientific institutions are using Python to perform robotic day-to-day to perform their day-to-day robotic tasks by using some of the notebook like Jupyter or SciPy. So this is a very important slide. The jobs after learning Python. So basically, the scope of Python is vast. Means you will easily get jobs in any field, whether you are a student of agriculture, mechanical, electrician, geoinformatics, economics, or just like you are the students of commerce or art or science stream. So you can easily you will get jobs in Python. So if you want to do jobs in India, that is easily available. But if someone want to go abroad and explore Python, then Python gives you the opportunity to explore abroad also. So what is the role? What are the role that you will have to perform after learning the Python? So not only Python. So if you want to become a Python, so if you want to become a data scientist, so you do not need to learn only the Python. You have to learn SQL. Python is a must, but some other also important language that you have to learn. I think you also learning the previous in previous previous I guess 15 or 20 days. So Python, SQL, Power BI, Advanced Excel. So these are few of the programming languages that you have to go through, and and you should have the hands-on command if you want to become a data scientist. So if you want to become a ML engineer, machine learning engineer, So then you, first of all, you have to be a command on statistics. Your statistics should be strong. So I'm not going to say that you should have a, you have to mug up all the formulas, you have to mug up all the interpretations or all the formula just to but if you want to make your career in the field, make your career in the field of machine learning engineer, you should have the basic idea of that statistical formulas. For example, center tendency, average, mean, median, mode, or you can say that a regression analysis, logistic analysis, or EDA, exploratory data analysis. You should have the basic amount of parametric and non-parametric tests. So if you want, or you should have a, so if you want to make your career in machine learning engineer, so first you have to make your command on statistics. You should have a basic command on, matlab, hands-on command on, basic command on math and a hands-on command on statistics. Then after that you will learn Python, use the libraries of Python, and then usually you will easily you will become a machine learning engineer. If you want to become a software developer, you can use. If you want to also in the field of financial analyst, Python is extremely useful. So in the field of financial analyst, Python is used for performing the financial modeling technique. Suppose that CAGR, EBD, EBITDA, CAGR. So these are some of the financial modeling techniques that are currently used by financial analysts. So also one of the very important slide, salary package after learning Python in India and abroad. So if you want to learn Python and if you want to work in India, then as per the source, as per the pay scale or Indeed, this is the source from where I got the data. So as per the pay scale and Indeed, you can have a average salary to 3 to 6 lakh per annum. Means you will have a salary of around 40 to 50,000 or 60,000 rupees per month as an entry level. So, but if you have experience of 2 to 5 years, then you will have a average salary. You can average salary expect is 6 to 12 lakh. Means around you can expect an average salary of 70, 80,000 rupees or up to 1 lakh rupees per month, according to the Glassdoor and Naukri.com. So, but if you have the experience of 5+ years in the field of Python, then you can expect a salary of up to 25 lakhs per annum. And also the salary also depend upon the location. So if you are working on a Gurgaon or Bangalore or Mumbai, obviously your salary is relatively higher than. So if you are working in Mumbai, then your salary is absolutely higher than if you are working in Gurgaon because of standard of living. And also the salary depend upon your company. So what is the size of your company? So whether your company is a startup or whether your company is it in which you are working is that initial phase or already is there or already that particular company is a big company. So if you want to explore Python, not in India, but in abroad, then at an entry level, you can expect a salary of $60,000 to $90,000 per annum. At the mid level, you can expect a salary of $90,000 to $130,000 per month. At a higher level, you can expect a salary of $130,000 up to $180,000 per annum. So according to the LinkedIn Salary Insights or Glassdoor, ZipRecruiter, PayScale, or Indeed, so these are the salary packages that you can expect after learning Python at an entry level or either you are at a senior level. Means what is the future scope? So with the basic purpose of this slide is that key, what is your interest salary and what is your future scope in future after 5 years, 10 years, how much salary you can expect. So at last, investing in learning Python can lead to a lucrative career opportunities in India and in abroad with a not only salary growth, but also experience level, and you can also expect a stability. You can also expect a stability if you have the command of Python or Python, SQL, Power BI, advanced Excel. So thank you. So kindly let me know if anyone has any query based on these slides, or if you want have any query why you are going to learn Python, what is the salary. I think I have covered all the major topics.
So am I audible?
Yeah, please continue.
Is it Python is a different software, right? So how can we download it? Like the downloading link is not shared.
Okay. So that is different thing. I will share how to download Python or how will you practice Python code in the today and in coming lectures. So don't worry about where is the Python link. You should have to learn Python. You should have an internet and laptop. That is the only basic need. Okay. So if you have any question regarding these slides, please let me know. If anyone has any questions regarding these slides, please let me know. So
सर पाइथन का कोर्स करना जरूरी होता है क्या? मतलब कोर्स ही करना पड़े ऐसा?
एटलीस्ट मतलब आपको कहीं से तो सीखना पड़ेगा, नॉट ओनली कोर्स, आप कहीं से तो सीखोगे ना पाइथन। आप कोर्स ना करो, कहीं से तो पाइथन सीखोगे ना। बिकॉज इफ यू वांट टू मेक योर करियर इन द फील्ड ऑफ पाइथन, देन यू हैव टू लर्न पाइथन। और कोर्स का मतलब क्या होता है? बेसिकली द डिफरेंस बिटवीन कोर्स एंड यूट्यूब इज दैट द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन द आर्ट एंड साइंस। और जब आप कोर्स करते हो तो उसमें सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से चीजें दे रखी होती है। मॉड्यूल 1, मॉड्यूल 2, मॉड्यूल 3, मॉड्यूल 4 एंड मॉड्यूल 6 और 5, और मतलब जितने भी मॉड्यूल होते हैं, तो उसमें सीक्वेंशियल वाइज दिया रहता है कि आपको स्टेप 1 ये फॉलो करना है, देन उसके बाद आप स्टेप 2 फॉलो करो, देन आप उसके बाद स्टेप 3 फॉलो करो, स्टेप 4 फॉलो करो। इतना करने के बाद आपके पास एक यू विल हैव अ पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस टू गेट अ जॉब। और जैसे आप अपने मन से सीखते हो यूट्यूब से या डिफरेंट डिफरेंट अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म से, तो पहले आपको एक मॉड्यूल तैयार कर लेना चाहिए कि अगर मुझे इस फील्ड में डेटा साइंस में जाना है या मुझे इन द फील्ड ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग जाना है, तो मुझे क्या क्या पढ़ना पड़ेगा पाइथन में। ठीक है। तो वो आपको रिसर्च खुद से करनी पड़ेगी। जब आप कोई कोर्स पढ़ते हो तो वो रिसर्च ऑलरेडी किसी जो कोर्स बनाने वाले ने होता है उसने कर रखा होता है। यू जस्ट हैव टू गो थ्रू दैट पर्टिकुलर कोर्स। और एनीथिंग एल्स?
और कोर्स की फीस कितनी होनी चाहिए मतलब?
देखो, इट्स डिपेंड अपॉन द यूनिवर्सिटी, मतलब कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी से आप पढ़ रहे हो, कितने घंटे का कोर्स है ना। अगर आप आईआईटी से पढ़ रहे हो या कहीं फॉरेन इंस्टीट्यूट से पढ़ रहे हो तो उसका फीस ऑब्वियसली ज़्यादा होगा। आप अगर किसी, वैसे तो फ्री में भी बहुत सारे ऐसे कोर्सेज अवेलेबल हैं जो अच्छे कोर्सेज हैं, एंड दे आर फ्रीली अवेलेबल। जैसे गूगल के बहुत सारे कोर्सेज हैं। यू कैन ऑल्सो एक्सप्लोर यूट्यूब में बहुत सारे ऐसे कोर्सेज हैं। और अलग अलग स्किल लेसन है, एनालिटिक्स विद्या है, इंटर्नशाला है। ठीक है। सो देर आर डिफरेंट डिफरेंट, इवन आप अगर आप यूट्यूब करोगे उसमें भी डालोगे पाइथन कोर्स, दे आर एन नंबर ऑफ पाइथन कोर्स दैट आर फ्रीली अवेलेबल। और अगर आप वही, इट डिपेंड अपॉन द इंस्टीट्यूशन। 10,000 भी हो सकता है और 2 लाख भी हो सकता है।
यस सर। और सर्टिफिकेट रेज्यूमे में मतलब सर्टिफिकेट जरूरी है ना, मतलब अगर हम खुद से भी सीखे तो अगर रेज्यूमे में डालने के लिए?
हाँ देखो, दैट इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन फॉर ऑल ऑफ द पार्टिसिपेंट। सो पर्टिकुलरली सर्टिफिकेट तो जरूरी है, इसमें नो डाउट कि सर्टिफिकेट जरूरी है। अगर आप 10th क्लास पढ़ते हो तो 10th की डिग्री भी होनी चाहिए आपके पास कि यू हैव क्वालिफाइड 10th और यू हैव क्वालिफाइड 12th और ग्रेजुएशन और एमएससी। बट दैट डजंट मीन दैट कि बस आपके पास जस्ट यू हैव ओनली द सर्टिफिकेट दिस विल गोइंग टू वर्क। यू शुड हैव अ दैट अमाउंट ऑफ पर्टिकुलर नॉलेज टू, means first you have to crack the interview, then you have to सबमिट योर रेज्यूम इन पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। सपोज दैट जिस कंपनी में मैं काम कर रहा हूँ उसमें मैंने पहले इंटरव्यू क्रैक किया, फिर बाद में उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि यू हैव द सर्टिफिकेशन और नॉट। सो दिस इज यूजली हैपेंस कि फर्स्ट यू हैव टू क्लियर देयर इंटरव्यू, देन द रिक्रूटर विल आस्क डू यू हैव एनी सर्टिफिकेट और नॉट। ठीक है। तो दैट इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट। सर्टिफिकेट इज नो डाउट इम्पोर्टेंट। यू हैव सर्टिफिकेट tells you that you have the idea, you have the knowledge of that particular, up to that particular level. Suppose that some courses are of intermediate level, some courses are of mediocre level, and some courses are of advanced level. So if you have the advanced level certification, so this shows that ki you have the knowledge till advanced level. So that decide your salary, that decide your future. So any other question?
Sir, I have a question. This Python, this is something new for me. So is it useful in research work anyways, or is how is it related to any research work? Does it help in any research,
So-
statistics?
Okay. So basically, what is research? Matlab, what do you mean by research? So research means कि you have to gather some data. Maybe the data should be the primary data, or second, your research should be maybe your research primary research or secondary research. Okay. But in both the research, you have to, if you want to make some outcomes, what is your outcomes? What your data is going to show you? What is the graph you are going to show you? So to prepare that, to perform that statistical function, to make some graph, or to use some statistical concept, you have to go through a language, or you have the knowledge of some particular tool. Maybe it is Python, maybe it is Excel, or maybe it is R. You have to perform some task. You have to perform you have to play with the data based on your research. Then the tool will provide you some of the outcomes, some of the result. Then only you will show research to your world. So that is why Python is important. To perform some data analysis, Python or R or any other statistical tool is important. So no doubt in research work, Python is truly important. Not only Python, SQL, Power BI, Skytech, TensorFlow, C++, all these languages are truly important if you want to explore in the field of research. Or
Okay.
any other question? So
सर
I
इस
will
वर्कशॉप से हम क्या
please, sorry.
इस वर्कशॉप में हम क्या क्या सीख पाएंगे सर?
So I think in the starting I go through the brochure. Let me go through once. So basically, all the important topics, all the basic, matlab, in 5 days or in 5 or 6 hours, I'm not going to cover all the topics. Okay, but I try my best to put all the important topics as a beginner. Okay, so that if you want to explore advanced Python, this will help you a lot. So today I go through introduction to Python. Means ki why you are learning Python, what is the need of Python, and after learning Python, after learning these 4-5 days, what is the salary package, what is your future scope. So these are few of the questions that students usually ask to me. Yes, sir, what is the salary package, or in which company, what are the companies that are going to hire Python analyst. So I go through introduction to Python and what is your salary package, why we are going to learn, why there is need to learn Python. So in coming 5 days, we are going to learn introduction to Python. First, coding in Python, that we will explore today. Then we are going to what are the variables in Python. On day 2, data types, Python tokens. Day 3, on day 4, we will explore what are the data structure in Python, tuples, list, dictionary, and set. And on day 5, we will cover indentation, conditional logic, and Q&A section. So any one question I will take. So anyone have any doubt regarding these slides? So, or if any student have any doubt ki why there is need to learn Python, please let me know. Because instead of Excel or SPSS, Python is based on coding language. So you have to focus. So to focus on any task, there is a curiosity in your mind. And also you should know the benefit of learning any tool or any language. So let me know if you have any clarity. Why Python, or what are the features of Python, applications of Python, job after learning Python, salary package. I think you all have a clarity. Okay, so I think in the starting, one of the student asked me, sir, Ans Misra, kindly ask. I think Ans. You have raised your hand. Okay, कोई नहीं. ठीक है. So we will learn Python.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, my doubt is like, what is the difference between the level of Python that the Python programmer who is doing the work and the Python we are now learning? The level of
So
what
okay.
level of knowledge we need to go in
Okay.
different areas.
Okay, so matlab you have asked 2-3 questions, not only one question. So first of all, in our these 4-5 day workshop, we will cover the basic Python for data science. Your question number 1. Your answer number 1. Your answer number 2 is you have a basic level knowledge after going through these 5 days classes and in different area. So if you want to make your career in different area, so it depend upon area. So if you want to make your career in the field of machine learning and artificial intelligence, so that I'm expert in machine learning and artificial intelligence. So you have to go through the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, or regression, logistic regression, parametric and non-parametric test, k nearest neighbor test classification. So these are some of the topics that you have to cover to become a machine learning expert. But if
Yes.
if you want to make your career in the field of web development, then you have to go through different packages such like Django, Flash. If you want to become a gamer or if you want to develop game by using the Python language, then you have to cover the library like Pygame. So
Okay.
it depends. So it depends upon you in which area you want to make your career. Then according, but the topic that I'm going to cover today is basic, and that is required for any of the field in which you want to make your career.
Oh,
Okay. So
yes.
we just start our first coding. So I'm not going to share any link to do coding in Python. Just connect your laptop with internet, write online Python compiler. This is the best way of learning Python. Or so there is a different, if you want to download Python in your computer, then I will share link further. But the best way to learn Python, just connect your laptop with internet, go to the Google and write online Python compiler. No need to download any notebook or any tool or any data. Just go to the Google and select on the second link, GDB online debugger, or you can say that online Python compiler. I think my screen is visible to you all. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So the best way to learn Python is that connect your laptop with the internet, go to the Google and type online Python compiler. Just show you again. Just type online Python compiler and go to the second one link, GDB online. Matlab you can click on the program with GDB online Python IDE editor compiler, but I prefer GDB online debugger. This looks easier to me.
Sir, is it similar to Google Colab?
The code that we are writing on using for Python, or the Python code that we are using for performing different tasks is same. Whether you are doing Google Colabs, you are doing
Okay. Means platform is same.
Codes
It
are
is
same.
okay.
Python, your Python codes are same. Maybe your platform, you can choose any of the platform, Google platform, Jupyter Notebook, or you can replicate.com. Okay, or you can use any of the platform. Your Python code should be the same.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So there is no change in your Python code. Okay, maybe you can use different, whether you are using Google Colabs, Jupyter Notebook, or any Python compiler. Okay, so today we are going to type print hello world. I think everyone start with the same code. Print. So okay, I'm going to make you clear. If you want to write any comment in Python, what is the meaning of comment? So the meaning of comment is that if you want to type hash, Python will skip that particular line. Python will not take that particular line as a code. So I prefer to write comment before writing any code. So suppose that by using the hashtag hash, I wrote a comment like this is our first coding in Python. Okay. If you want to print anything in any variable, any document, any outcome, then we use print command in Python. So if you want to print any command or output, we use the function, or you can say that keyword. Print is a keyword, not a function. Keyword print. So start with the print, or if you want to write any string values, then you have to write a string value in either a single inverted comma, double inverted comma, or triple inverted comma. So I use double inverted comma. So I will, in the coming lecture, I will let you know what is the difference between the single inverted comma, double inverted comma, and triple inverted comma. But most of the time we use double inverted comma or triple inverted comma to write any string values. So hello world. So how many students have laptop during the workshop? So if any of the students have laptop during the workshop, kindly practice with me and let me know if you have any doubt, or if you have any doubt on writing code. So that is the best way to learning Python. The best way to learning any programming language is to practice, write multiple lines of code, 100 lines of code. You have to spend a good amount of time if you want to explore, or if you want to make command in any programming languages, and Python is the best. So just write print hello world, write print in inverted comma, in double inverted comma, write hello world, and if you want to execute that particular code, go to the run command, and you can see that the code will execute, and Python gives you the output hello world. So I think congratulations to all. You have performed your first coding in Python. So if anyone has any doubt in our first line of code, kindly let me know immediately. If you have any doubt.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir. Sir, in C language, we have to write some steps, sir. In
Okay.
Python language, like that are not there.
Okay, so I think your question is not feasible. Forget about C language, forget about Java language, forget about R language, forget about what particular language you have the idea. So just like every person has a unique way of talking, unique way of unique style. So every programming language has some different unique way of writing codes. So forget about your previous languages. just focus on Python command. Okay, so what you are going to use in C, C++, that is a different matter, different point of discussion.
Yes, sir.
Just focus on this. Anyone has any doubt?
सर ये नीचे क्या है प्रोग्राम फिनिश्ड विद एग्जिट
Okay.
कोड 0 प्रेस एंटर टू एग्जिट कंसोल
No, so that is different thing. आप इसको देखो, ये इसका आउटपुट है। ये जब हम ऑनलाइन पाइथन कंपाइलर चला रहे हैं तो ये कुछ अपने आप से कुछ आउटपुट देता है। So that is not of our benefit. That is a different topic. So just go to this is your output, this is your string, and Python will execute your same string. Got it? और किसी को कोई डाउट? क्योंकि because this is very important. If you have any doubt ki how to open this online Python compiler or any doubt in writing the first line of code, kindly let me know. Because if you do not understand the first line Python, then the coming days are little bit tougher as compared to the day one. I think all of us are.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Sir, in the code section where you have written print and the string value, sir, you have given a space between them. Is it okay in the Python to be give some space between this print
Okay.
and the string value, or is it okay with Python?
Okay, so that is a good question. First of all, the topic comes under the indentation. Indentation means indentation basically means how to write codes in Python. So that we will cover on the day 5. But here indentation is not important, because if you write print this and execute the code, it will give the same result.
Yes,
but
sir.
it will looks a little bit clear. देखने में थोड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है. That is why I put a space here.
Okay.
Just. And but if you are using conditional logic, so suppose that
Yes,
if you are
yes, that's what I was supposed to know.
so that on that part you have to basically you should have you can say that guidelines, or you have to say you have the knowledge about the indentation in Python on that point of time. Okay, so again, congratulations to all. You have performed your first coding in Python. So this is our next topic is variables in Python. So variables in Python. I think my screen is visible to you all. Kindly let me know if anyone have any issue.
Yes, sir. Visible.
थोड़ा ट्राई करता हूँ बड़ा हो जाए. ठीक है, I tried my best. थोड़ा सा बड़ा हो जाए. इसको उधर कर दिया. Good. And also I want to let you know the extension of Python is .py, and we are currently working on Python 3, which is the updated Python version. So previously Python 2, Python 3, but we are working on the updated Python version. So what is variables in Python? So before going to learn what is variables in Python, we have to know what is variables. Sorry. Okay, so before going to perform, so what is variables in Python? So now the important question is that what is variable? And I want to let everyone know that if you want to make your command in any programming language, whether it is a Python or SQL or Excel, you have to be very careful about each and every small points. just like what is very, we do not, there is no scope of ignoring any small values. Who is writing on the okay? So what is variable, what is list, what is tuple? You have to go through very deeply about each and every topic. Then only you are able to learn Python and make and develop a confidence in Python programming. So what is variable? So variable basically means that the anything who anything whose value is temporary is called variable, or it कह सकते हैं कि, or in other words we can say that variables are used to store temporary values in Python. So what is the meaning of temporary values? So temporary values means, what is the meaning of this temporary values? So temporary meaning is that, suppose that if you create a variable student that have value 1, if you want to print student, it will give you a result 1. Suppose that you create a variable student in which you stored a value 1. Just print student 1 and again type student provide this value 2. Just print your code. It will, in the initial line, it will provide outcome of 1, and the same variable student will provide the outcome 2. So this is called temporary values. Matlab, a variable whose value are changing according to you. If you want to, there is no fixed values are called variables. So in the initially we have one value stored in student, and in the next line of code there is a 2 stored in value in the variable 2. So whose value is continuously changing as called variables in Python. So any doubt? Any doubt? What is
No.
variable?
No,
what
sir.
is variable in Python? Great. So kindly let me know immediately if you have any doubt. Without any hesitation. If you have a very basic questions, still let me know. Then we were going to cover, or I will write a code temporary. Temporary means the values of variables, value of variable student, that student are not fixed. Previously, it has value 1, and also it contains, it changes its values to 2. Now, what is the different data types in Python? Another very important topic, data type in Python. Data types in Python. So every variable is associated with a data type. Every variable in Python is associated with a data type. So there are 4 types of data. Basically, the most important data types in Python are the most data types in Python are number 1, no, there is no sequence. Use integer. I think you all have the idea what is integer. 1, 2, whole values are called integer. I think all have go through this basic mathematics in your 6th, 7th standard. 3, 4 are called integers. But for your convenience, the second type is that
Float.
float. Great. Float means
Decimal values.
great. जैसे कि 3.14 ग्रेविटी की वैल्यू क्या होती है 9.98 ग्रेविटी की वैल्यू 9.1.00 मीन डेसिमल वैल्यूज
कहाँ रहे पूरा दिन
your decimal values to the third one. There is no any sequencing.
Characters.
But the third one is Boolean. We can write next one is Boolean. Boolean means anyone have idea? True and false. There is only 2 values. Either it is 0 or 1, true or false, right or wrong. Right or wrong is not true. True or false or 0 or 1. And you can, another very important is called string. String means
set
your
of character.
Your text values, or you can say, suppose that is Spider-Man. Or any other thought you can take. Your string value, text value, or character value. I'm going to share all of these notes in the chat box from where you can copy. Okay, so these are the data types in Python. Integer, float, Boolean, string. So these are the major data types in Python. So if anyone has any doubt regarding the data types in Python, anyone have any question? I think everyone is clear about the data types in Python. Great. So just perform some operations in Python. So we'll start with the integer. Python coding, start Python coding. This is important. So if you want to start Python coding, or if you are a beginner, or if you are a pro coder, so when I'm going to start Python programming, just cool your mind, write all the steps. whether you maybe you are performing some codes, it will give you some error. No doubt, relax, calm, keep practicing. So we will start with the integer. Integers. Suppose that I create a variable a1, this is called variable, in which I stored value 100, print a1. Execute the code. You will get a value of 100 because a1 contains the value of 100. So if you want to know that what is the type of variable a1, just write another line of code, print bracket में type और a1. So a1 can contain the value of 100. And what is the type of variable a1? Integer. So if you want to know the variable type, then we are going to use the function type. If you want to know the type of a variable, the function is used. Just create another variable, suppose that b1, it contains value 50. Type print b1
Sir, you are muted.
Hello. So now I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So if you want to know the type of a variable, then we use the function or keyword type. In this example, a variable a1 stored value 100. So I used to print a1. I use a print command. Then if you want to type, what is the type of a1? What is the type of variable a1? Then write the command print type a1. It will give the outcome that your variable a1 is integer and also your variable b1 is integer because it contains whole number of values. So if anyone have any doubt till now, kindly let me know.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
A1 का आउटपुट में रन ऑप्शन क्लिक करे तो ब्रैकेटों में क्लास क्यों आ रहा है सर?
So this is the function of this compiler. ठीक है? So that doesn't mean that this compiler will provide you result in this way. So that is why it looks like class integer. So if you write the same code in Jupyter Notebook, it will only provide the result int integer. It will not provide. It will not. You will not get the textbook class or your great these greater than less than values. So this is the way this compiler provides you the answer. This is the way it looks like. So I hope you get you. I think you have. I explain your query. ये ऐसा दिखता है, ये ऐसा रिजल्ट, ये कंपाइलर ऐसे ही रिजल्ट प्रोवाइड करता है. सो दैट्स वेरी सिंपल, नथिंग स्पेशल कि वाई क्लास इज रिटन. दिस कंपाइलर विल वर्क लाइक दिस.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone have any doubt? I will take 1 or 2 queries more, then I will end up the lecture for today. I think everyone have the clarity on Python, especially for the day 1 class.
Sir,
Sir,
how to save this file and download? Can we download?
So at the end of the lecture, I will provide you the at the end of this workshop, I will provide you all the codes that we go through day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Okay. But if you want to practice this code, I just copy code and put it on the chat box from where you can copy the codes and save any Word file or any notebook file, and you can practice. So I think I have shared all the codes in your chat box. Copy the codes from chat box and practice. Any another query?
Sir, can we download this Python
In-
like other software,
Meaning
SPSS?
you can download. So if you want to download Python code, I will share you the link. You can download Anaconda, Jupyter Notebook, but if online Python compiler is available for your practice, so I do not think there is need to download Python. Personally, I think so. If I have the facility to learn Python online or just go to the Google, type online Python compiler, you will get the interpreter without doing any hassle, without downloading any file or without saving any file. So no need to, but if you want to download Python, but if you want to work on downloaded Python, then I will explain you tomorrow how to download Python compiler.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Or what is the best Python compiler.
Thank you.
Replicate is also an important Python compiler in which you have to log in by using your email ID. So that replicate will saves your code also. I will tell you tomorrow. Any other query?
Sir, is Python is a open source
Yes.
software?
Open source for learning, not for commercializing or not for showing your data, publish your data analysis. It is open source for learning.
In
But
research, we cannot mention that.
No. If so, you have open source for learning only. If you want to publish your research, if you want to publish your data analysis, then you have to take license.
Owned by which company? Python. Python is owned by which company?
Just
Who owns
Google it.
Python?
Just Google it. I want to purchase Python.
Okay, thank you.
So, anyone query? Any last query?
So, I am a public health professional, and in public health jobs, there are, specifications like those who know data analysis with Python, they will be recruited as some monitoring and evaluation officers. So just now, you have told us that if we want to publish an article which is analyzed with the use of Python, we need license.
Yes, yes.
So if to work as and then as an MND, do we need a license or a certification is enough?
No, no, no. Okay, so if you want to make your career or if you want to work as a M&E, you do not require any licensing. But if you want to publish your work, you need license. The
Oh,
first one is,
okay.
and the second one is that the company in which you are working or in which you will going to work, if they work on Python, they have the licensed Python version. They have the licensed Python version.
Okay, okay. So we
From
can
where,
work on that.
so you can publish your research, work on that. But the codes are similar.
Okay, okay, fine. So one last query. Are you the tutor of Excel?
Yes, yes, yes.
Like,
Yes.
I have a doubt in Pivot and I have mailed it, but I haven't gotten
I-
a reply.
You have mailed on what date? I received two mail, one from Giriza and one from any other, I forgot the name. I guess Apurva Tyagi. So
No.
I have
I
replied both
have,
on.
okay, I'll tell you on which date. I think it
Okay,
is,
so I put my contact. This is my mail ID.
it was on July 1st, sir.
I haven't received your mail.
Okay.
Also in the Excel sheet, you have my contact number. This is my contact number. You can connect me and I will get back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Okay. So thank you everyone for spending 1 hour with me.